Okay.
Cool. If you run a few over, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure our last presenter will be okay with it.
All righty. Well, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. So much for bearing with us there. I'm not sure what that was all about, but welcome. As you're already aware, my name is John Skelton with Apex Trader Funding, and wanted to talk to you a little bit today about trader funding. Let me just kind of pop up our disclosures here as usual. And trading involves risk. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. But let me ask you a question here. We've got quite a few people on here, and I did catch some of Marcus's presentation before this, talking about trader funding and some of his advice there. But how many of you here is everybody here familiar with what trader funding is? Is there anyone here that is not familiar with what trading funding is, or what trader funding is, or you've never heard of it, or you're not really sure about it? How many here are not familiar with trader funding, or have never been involved with one? I'm kind of just getting an idea, a sense of the audience here. Most of you involved with trader funding, or how many are with Apex? Okay, quite a few saying, yep, Apex guy, Apex, okay. So most of you here are familiar with it, right? A couple of you are not familiar with it. So let me just run through, I'm gonna change up a little bit here what I'd planned to cover with you. Let me run through some basics here of setting the stage of what is trader funding, because there's a few people here that aren't really sure what it is. So let me set a little bit of foundation here, okay? So as a trader, let me set the foundation this way from the trader's standpoint to help you understand what trader funding is and what it's all about. As a trader, and guys, yeah, if you hold off till the end here, hold your questions. I'll answer most of them as I go along. But as a trader, how many of you have ever subscribed to like a trading newsletter or a day trading plan or auto trading systems? What about signals? Anybody here ever subscribed to signals, or been involved in a trading room where you're following a guru, right? Basically, as you're learning to trade and as you're growing as a trader, you're looking for somebody out there legitimate, right? Like that you can entrust your trading decisions to, right? That you can entrust your money to, somebody you can follow along, right? We've all been there and done that. We've all looked for that as a trader. And you'll go to some website and they'll have a spreadsheet up there showing all these historical stats, right? BN just said, hey, I've been burned with a lot of scammers by signals, right? BN, because you can go to some website, they tell you all these stats of, oh, I'm so great, but are they legit? I mean, you and I could sit here and make up whatever stats we want for a spreadsheet, right? Are they legit? Like, can you trust these people? Can you trust these signals? Can you trust your money to follow someone? But what if you could watch this person trade in front of you day after day in a demo account and see for yourself, right? Let them prove it that they can actually trade. And you could watch their trades. You can see how they trade day to day, see how they trade on different days, see how they trade in different market volatilities. And after you saw how they handled that and saw their results, you would then probably feel a lot more comfortable giving them your money, right? Or you feel a lot more comfortable using your own money to follow their trades if you could see it. Not just what they claim they've done in the past, but if you watched them for a couple of weeks trade day to day and you saw their results, you would feel better about that, right? About signing up to follow them or take their signals. That just makes sense, right? You'd be willing to follow them. You might be willing to do a profit split with them, right? Well, it's no different from a trader funding company, all right? Trader funding company is simply looking for talent, looking for someone that can trade, that they can get behind, allow them access to an account to trade, and do a profit split, okay? It's no different than how a trader looks at it. Does that make sense? Okay. So what is trader funding? And guys, hang tight. Don't run off to our website and start signing up for accounts, because I'm going to give you a discount code at the end here to save you some money. So hang tight on doing that. Someone asked earlier, can we trade regular stocks? Well, our funding that we offer is only for futures accounts, okay? It's only for futures traders. And it's very simple. Prove that you can trade consistently and profitably without these massive losses or drawdowns like Marcus was talking about, and then qualify for a paid performance account. And we do a profit split of 90-10. The trader keeps 90%, the funding company keeps 10%. That's how a funding company makes money off of funded traders, okay? Now, why would a company do that? Why would a company want to fund traders? Well, it's no different than, like I said, you as a trader looking to follow someone, right? But from a funding company, you know, you've got a whole diverse army of traders out there, consistent traders bringing in consistent profits that can be split. You've got people trading different markets. Some people are trading indices, some are trading Forex futures, others are trading, you know, gold, metals. You've got diversity of systems. Some people say, well, hey, okay, as a funding company, you and your partners have this money. Why are you trying to give it out access to traders? Why don't you just trade it yourself, right? Well, there's a big difference of putting all of someone's money or a firm's money into one strategy, one system, one trader, one, you know, instrument, right? You've got a diverse, because with our funding, all you have to do is prove that you can qualify, and I'll show you how that works. You're not required to trade our strategy or our system or any particular strategy or system. You can trade your own, and that creates basically a whole army of diversity out there. Different types of traders, traders that trade different times of day, different times of night. It spreads out risk, okay? And basically that's what a trader funding company is looking for. They're looking for talent, they're seeking out talent to get behind someone that can trade profitably, okay? So that's what it is. Now, why would you as a trader be interested in that? Why would you be interested in being with a company that would fund you? Why not just go trade on your own? Well, there's a lot of people that are interested in trading, or they're learning how to trade, or they think, hey, I've been trading a demo account, I've got a pretty good strategy or system, but I don't have enough funds to trade. I don't have enough money to go and open an account. Or some people might have an account, but they don't have a big enough account to trade the size that they want to trade. They want to trade more contracts. Other people are just nervous about it, nervous about risking their own savings, their retirement, their kids' college funds, especially in these market environments that we're in now, right? Random news, random volatility comes out, and it can literally blow your account. How many of you guys have ever been in a trade and the market just bam, out of nowhere? You didn't know that news was coming, or some announcement came out, or, you know, back in the Trump days, Trump decided it's time to go tweet, right? And out of nowhere, boom, that market can go crazy against you, and instantly so much can be lost. And a lot of people are scared of that, right? Your hard-earned money, your savings, your retirement, risking that on the markets that could in an instant take such a huge hit. Or what about these days when the market is volatile and your broker doubles the margin, right? Then you can't trade, you know, you can only trade half the contracts that you could have before. You know, guys, think about the top traders you hear about, and, you know, these institutional traders and hedge fund traders. They don't trade their own money. They're trading someone else's money, right? It also creates a whole new mental outlook. Any of you that have been trading long enough, and I use this example a lot, right? Tell me if this was you. Remember when you first started trading, or you first got into trading or learning how to trade, right? And it consumed your life, didn't it? Nights, evenings, weekends, you had charts up in front of you, you were back testing everything, you were slapping another indicator on and another indicator on, and ooh, that looks good, that looks good. Oh man, I lost a couple. Well, I don't want to lose a couple. Let me go add a few more indicators. Everything was about finding that holy grail strategy, right? Or that holy grail indicator. Who's been there? Looking for that perfect thing that doesn't lose, right? Anybody been there, done that, especially in the beginning? Then you run across like these videos online about trading psychology and trading mentality. Did you want to watch those in the beginning? No, you know you didn't. You were like, I don't need that psychobabble. I'm better than that. I can do this. I don't need that. I just got to conquer and master this and figure out the secret sauce no one else has ever figured out. I don't need the psychobabble, right? You didn't want to spend any time watching that mentality crap. You wanted to go back to that chart, adding more and more to it, right? Well, now that you've traded for a while, now that you've blown a few accounts, now that you've realized you're your own worst enemy, how many of you now realize, hey, there's this whole other discipline mentality side of things? Anybody feel differently now? Yeah, you go through it, right? Well, can you understand how when you're not risking your own money, your own savings, your own retirement, your own home, your own all that, you're trading someone else's money. You're risking someone else's money, not yours. How that can really change and take away a lot of that fear, a lot of those bad decisions, a lot of that revenge trading. It's a whole huge edge that you have.
Mine are identical. I mean, just like we, when we did the.
I think somebody's not muted out there, but it can take away a huge edge, or it adds a huge edge, takes away a lot of obstacles and fear, and bad behaviors. So now, some of you, like we said before, are familiar with trader funding. Some of you aren't. Some of you have tried other companies. Let's just be honest here. How many of you have tried other funding companies and there were super tight rules that knocked you out, forced you to, fail the test? It basically felt impossible to ever pass the test, and you had a bad taste in your mouth. And you felt like the only reason they were there was to get the fees from you, to pay for the test and to reset the test and reset the test, and you really had no chance of ever getting anywhere. Not just because of your own issues or discipline or strategy, but because of their rules. Anybody been there, done that? Had a not so great experience somewhere? It felt that way? Look, Apex Trader Funding, we're not the only game in town. We're not the only ones out there offering trader funding, okay? And you need to know that up front. There's some other good companies out there. There's some other not so great companies out there, okay? So what I'd like to do is help educate you a little bit. Like, that gives you an idea of what trader funding is, okay? But there's a lot of companies out there that are set up where you literally have no chance of ever passing it due to all the rules, due to the fine print. They have these long, unrealistic goals, unrealistic rules to work around, and it's literally, there's no real funding involved. There's no payouts ever involved. It's literally just set up to make you take a test and fail, pay for another one and fail, pay for another one and fail, okay? That's what they're out there for. And you've got to be careful for that. And we're going to talk quite a bit about that. I want to talk just real quick here before we do that. I want you to take a step back and think about something. I want to talk to you a little bit about investing versus trading, okay? And what do I mean by that? And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do, but I want you to think about investing your money and savings. That's your money. That's your savings. That's your retirement. That's your hard-earned money. Think about investing that, okay? When it comes to trading, Day trading can be risky. Yeah. It can be volatile. Yeah. It can be up and down. Invest your money. Hang on to your hard-earned money. Trade and risk someone else's money. I want you to think about that, especially in today's volatile markets and economic environment, all this banking stuff going on. It can be a little scary to trade. And when you're a little scared to trade and you have limited funds of your own to trade and all this weird news is coming out and it's messing with your head, do you think that's going to mess with you a little bit, being consistent in your strategy? Taking trades you shouldn't take, not taking trades you should have taken because you were hesitant, and that just snowballs, right? Are any of you experiencing that right now? Like just over the past few weeks in the market where you're trading your own money, you may not have a whole lot to trade, and it's a little scary, right? A little hesitant. So keep that in mind and think about that, okay? So I want to talk to you a little bit about fees versus funding, okay? And what I want you to do is think about this. Like I said, we're not the only rodeo in town, okay? I want you to have the understanding to know what to look for out there. Which funding companies are good, which funding companies are not as good, okay? This is not going to be a whole sales pitch just about how Apex is the best on the planet. Do I think we are? Well, of course I do. But I want to help educate you for you to see for yourself and you to be able to know what to compare for yourself, right? So it's simply about this. With Apex, we're not just here to get fees from you. We have, and I think Marcus even talked about it before me. By the way, I don't know Marcus. I had no idea he was speaking before me or even going to speak about us. But Apex is the biggest funding company out there. We've paid out more money to traders than any other funding company out there. I'll show you in a minute where you can go and check all that out yourself. You can go see tons of testimonials. And I don't mean testimonials that we typed out on a website. Anybody could do that. I'm talking about on social media. I'm talking about video submissions direct from traders. Look, if you're a trader, let's just be smart here. Drop all the BS and all the sales pitch stuff, right? You're a trader. You're thinking about getting funding. Do you want me to tell you how great I am and how great Apex is? Or do you want to hear it from hundreds of other traders just like you that were in your position, that tried other companies, that have been with Apex, have gotten funded, are getting payouts? That means more. Seeing that from other actual real traders should mean more to you than anything I could ever sit here and try to sell you on. Does everybody agree with that? Everybody understand that? Like, you want to hear it from the traders, not for some made up crap, testimonial on a website, okay? And I want to show you, I'll show you, you can go right to our YouTube channel and just see them over and over and over. Video submissions from interviews of traders talking about their journey and how they traded and how they got funded. And that's one of the first things I would say that you want to look for. Would you agree? Can you see that? Is what do other traders say about it? Are other traders being funded? Are other traders getting paid out? Okay. So Apex has some of the easiest rules out there compared to all the other trading companies. It's one of the reasons we're the biggest. It's one of the reasons that most traders come to us, because it's the easiest rules to get funded. It's the highest probability of chance to get funded, okay? We're looking to fund profitable and consistent traders for a profit split. We're looking for a long-term relationship versus just a short-term quick relationship to get some fees out of you to pay for a test, okay? And like I said, hear it from other traders that have had these payouts, that have had success, that have been funded. You can go straight to our website. I'm I'm going to pull it up here and hope I can get it on the screen. Since we're having this screen issue here. So let me just pop this up here. I just want to show you where you can get some more information from. Okay, you go over to our website, apextraderfunding.com. Can everybody see my screen here? Can everybody see the website I just pulled up?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, perfect. Candy says, Candy MM, Apex funded, got my payout today. Oh, awesome. Great. Those are supposed to come by the end of the month, which is tomorrow. You got it a day early. Congratulations on that payout there. So yeah, if you go to our website, apextraderfunding.com, I'll walk you through some of this here in just a minute, but I just want you to go right here to testimonials, okay? And you can scroll down through here, watch some videos, see some posts from social media. This is a great video right here from Vince. Many of you have seen this. We paid out Vince over $1 million last year. And Vince goes through talking about his journey, talking about some of his struggles, talking about what he learned, how he fixed it, how he changed his trading. Sergio Santos got my payout yesterday. Awesome. Congrats, Sergio. But you can right here see a list of payouts. You can check us out on Trustpilot. Right here, YouTube channel. Check this out. Just go here to our YouTube channel and it's everywhere. Right here. These are videos from traders. These are interviews with traders. Jessica got funded. He got a payout over and over and over again. Traders submit these themselves. There's some trading interviews in here where one of our guys, Gates Adams, talks to funded traders that have been funded, had payout with us. Hey, tell us your story, share it with other traders. What were your struggles? How'd you get there? On and on and on and on, okay? Anyone can tell you, any company can make up anything they want to tell you and put it on a website, right? You're a trader, you're looking for funding, hear it from other traders. Where are they going? Where are they getting this funding from? Where are they getting the payouts from? This keeps going and going and going. It's one of the first things I want to tell you to look for. I mean, that's just kind of common sense, right? Hear it from other traders like you. Go check that out, guys. Check that out for yourself and take a look at that, okay? But what you also want to do is look at the rules, okay? What are the rules for getting funded? So how does this work? How does this actually work, this whole funding thing? All right, well, you start off with an evaluation account, all right? That's where we evaluate you. Can you trade? Can you get an evaluation account? Can you meet a profit goal, meaning can you make X amount of dollars without losing X amount of dollars? Okay, simple enough, right? Let's just be real here for a minute. Let's say that you yourself had an extra $100,000 sitting in your bank and you wanted to invest it. And you said, hey, I want to use this 100 grand to fund a trader, someone that can actually trade. I'm going to give them access to the 100 grand. They're going to trade it and we're going to do a profit split. Everybody with me? Well, if I come to you and say, I'm just going to pick a name here, Stephen Milan. If I come to you, Stephen, and say, oh, I can trade. I'm a good trader. Are you going to say, okay, cool, John, here's 100 grand. Go trade it? Probably not, right? You don't know me from Adam. You have no idea whether I could trade or not. But if I come to you and say, hey, I'm interested in this, Stephen, and Stephen says, okay, cool. Let's open a demo account. Let's have you trade for a couple of weeks. Can you make, just for number's sake, can you make $5,000 without losing $4,000? And can you do it over 10 days? Or if he just says that, can you make $5,000? Prove that to me. I say, okay, cool. I run home and I call Stephen in an hour and say, Stephen, I made 5 grand. Give me the 100,000. Is he going to do it? Well, of course not. Because I went home and made 5 grand in an hour. Maybe I lucked out, right? Maybe I happened to press buy. My kid can do that. It's 50-50, right? That means nothing. But if Steven says, okay, here's what we want you to do. We're going to set a goal. Can you hit this profit goal without hitting the max drawdown? Meaning, can you make X amount without losing X amount?
I'm at, I think it's 25 ticks.
Okay.
And then I think the other two at 50 ticks.
You know,
So
don't give out the password to someone else. If I'm going to fund you, I want you to be trading it. And I want you to trade for 7 days minimum. Why do you think Steven might want me to trade for 7 individual separate days? Because anyone could go luck out and happen to make X amount in one trade, right? That doesn't mean anything, does it? But if Steven can see me trade over 7 different distinct individual trading days with different market environments, see how I react to that, how I respond to that, that I'm consistent, he's going to feel a lot better about giving me access to his live money, right? Does that make sense? Does that sound fair? Right? Okay, let's try it out. Here's a demo account. Can you meet this profit goal without meeting this loss? And you trade it. Don't let someone else do it. Trade for like 7 days. Follow a code of conduct, like be professional. And that's it. That is the rules of the evaluation account. That is how you pass an evaluation test to be able to move over to a paid performance account with a profit split. Do any of those rules listed right there on the screen sound unreasonable? Do they sound like they're just out to get you, just to get another fee? Anybody have any issue with those rules listed right there? If you do, tell me. There's a lot of other companies that have a whole long list of rules, okay, that literally make it impossible for you to ever pass, okay? Now, so Dennis said 7 days to make 5K. That was just an example there, Dennis. Let me just show you here. I'm going to pull up our website again, okay? Let's see here. Can everybody see that now? Worried about my screen. If you pull up our website and you scroll down here, you can check out these videos here, a lot of information, some more information here. Now, when you get down right here, this shows you the different evaluation packages that we have, okay? We've got anywhere from a $25,000 account up to a $300,000 account and everything in between, okay? Oh, Dennis is saying, hey, it may take you longer than 7 days because the market might not give that to you. Absolutely. You don't have to pass this in 7 days. Let me clarify that. You could take 7 months if you want, 7 weeks if you want. It's just when you come back and say, hey, I hit the profit goal. We just want to see that that profit goal was hit along with 7 different individual trading days, not just in one quick afternoon lucked out. Does that make sense? You can trade as long as you need to hit the profit goal. We just want to see at least 7 individual trading days, okay? But again, accounts anywhere from 25,000 up to 300,000 and everything in between. I know Marcus talked a little bit about some of this. He talked a little bit about the 50K account, which is our most popular account. How do you pass this one right here? What does all this mean? Well, for example, on this 50K account, you can trade up to 10 micro contracts, mini contracts, I'm sorry, or 100 micros, okay? Same thing, right? How do you pass it? The profit goal is $3,000, to make $3,000 and not hit the trailing threshold of $2,500. We'll talk about that. There's no daily drawdowns or scaling on these plans, okay? So literally, that's what this means, okay? On this particular size account here, can you make $3,000 trading at least 7 days? You pass the test, okay? That's it. Now, let's talk a little bit about something here. Is there any questions so far about what I'm showing you here? Does everybody understand these right here? So let's say you signed up for one of these $50,000 test accounts. You traded for more than 7 days. You reached the profit goal. Okay, at that point is when this evaluation account converts into what we call a PA account, or a paid performance account. And that's the account that you get paid out of. That's the account we do the 90-10 split out of, okay? It's that simple. This particular account right here is at $167 a month for the evaluation account, okay? Once you pass the evaluation account, some people don't even ever need it the next month. For example, you sign up today, it's on an auto bill every 30 days. But if you pass the test before that 30 days, then you don't have another bill. It converts over to the funded account. The funded account is $85 a month to cover the fees, okay? Now, maybe it takes some people a few months to do it. That's fine, all right? And I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag here right now. At the end of this webinar, I'm gonna give you an 80% off coupon, okay? That makes this account like $34 to take the test, okay? But you can't go sign up right now because I haven't given you the coupon yet, so pay attention. Okay. Danu says, what if you make 1K per day? Is that too much? No, it's not too much. Let's say you sign up for this evaluation account, and let's say you make the $3,000 in the first day. That's fine, but you still have to trade 6 more trading days. There has to be 7 traded days along with hitting this profit goal to pass the test. Does that make sense, Danu? Why would we put that rule in there? Because you might go out and you might sign up for this, and within an hour you've made $3,000. But then what happens tomorrow? Do you lose 3,000? And the next day you lose 3,000? 7 days is just some consistency. There are some companies out there that make you trade for months. They make you go through and pass an evaluation account under a certain set of rules. Then you got to take a step 2 evaluation account under a different set of rules. And maybe in a few months, you might pass. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they drag it out as long as they can to get you into a funded account? And if you happen to get through the obstacle course number 1, they're going to throw you into obstacle course number 2 with a different set of rules for the obstacles. They say it's, well, we got to see if you can handle this. We're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to make sure you can handle these different set of rules and work around it. That sounds good, and there's some valid points to that. But yeah, y'all all just said it, right? Luis, John, failure rate. So you can fail over and over again. Yes, the harder you make it, the longer you drag it out, the more likely you're going to have one bad day and fail the account. And then have to do what? Start all over again and pay again, okay? And yes, if you fail the account, are you screwed? Are you out? No. You can go in, like let's say you sign up for this account and in a couple of days you failed it. You hit the trailing drawdown. You can go in, pay an $80 fee, reset the account and start back over, okay? That is available for you, okay? But that's available for you as a benefit. You got to be careful because other companies that have these ridiculous rules, it's there because what? Because they want you to fail and pay a reset fee today, and then fail again tomorrow and pay a reset fee tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. You see the difference here? The more rules I put on you, the harder it is for you to pass. More likely it is that you're going to have to pay me more and more and more money. Do you understand what I'm saying now of fees versus funding? There's a difference. Fees versus funding. And it's all about this right here. What are the rules? How hard do we make it for you to make it? Understand? It's this simple. Here's the transparency test, guys. Okay? Like I said, I'm not trying to give you a big sales pitch here. I'm trying to educate you a little bit. So I apologize if I'm going on and on, but I hope you guys can at least appreciate the education side of it. It goes back to the example I said earlier. Okay? If you have $100,000 in your account, in your bank account, and you're going to fund another trader, what rules would you put on your money? What rules would you put to protect your money, to protect the profits, to protect the partnership? If you see a company, if you see a funding company out there that has a rule that doesn't make sense to you, meaning that you wouldn't put on your own money, then there's a problem. If you see a company that has a rule that's like, that rule actually would hurt a trader, why is it there? Ding, ding, ding. You got it? That's it. That's how you figure out who's good, who's bad, okay? These are our rules. This is how you pass an evaluation account. This is how you move into a funded account and start getting a profit split. There's no fine print or complicated rules making it hard. It's very simple. We don't need to put somebody through the ringer. What we need to know is, are you a disciplined, consistent trader that has a consistent day-to-day strategy that you can trade and follow through? Can you be a consistently profitable trader, stay within certain guidelines? It's that simple. Either you can or you can't. All the extra rules aren't needed. Okay, that's it. So that's literally the process. You can qualify in as little as 7 days. Some of these other companies want you to go through months and months. We offer a one-step evaluation plan, not multiples like all these others. Okay, so that's it. Like, that's how it works. You go to the website, you sign up for an account, and you get started. Okay. Dennis just asked, once we get funded, are there any more fees? Okay, well, whatever size evaluation account you choose here has a different price on it, as you see. Okay, the bigger the account, the higher the price. Again, this is for an evaluation account. As soon as you pass this evaluation, then you're no longer paying for this evaluation account. Once you pass it, you then move to right here, what's called a paid or funded account. Okay, the fee for that is $85 a month, or we have some one-time option fees like $150 lifetime. All right, that fee is there to cover the monthly data feed and the Rhythmic Trader. Okay, that's it. Those are your fees. There's no other hidden fees here, guys. By the way, we've got two different accounts. We've got accounts through, that provide data through Rhythmic. We have accounts that provide data through Tradeovate, depending on what platform you want to trade on. But for example, if you sign up for this $50,000 account here through Rhythmic, you get the Rhythmic license key that gives you the data feed. You get a free license key to NinjaTrader. There's nothing else you need. There's no other fees or hidden fees. It gives you everything you need. Okay. So let me just look at a couple of these questions here real quick. So for those of you that weren't familiar with trader funding, does that help you understand what it's all about? It's very simple. A true trader funding company is looking for traders that can trade, that they can get behind and do a profit split. Trader gets 90%, the company gets 10%. Why would a trader want to give up 10%? Well, we kind of went through all that. You're not risking your own funds. You're risking someone else's funds. You have a lot more to trade. That's it. Like that's really it. That's what it's all about. Okay. From there, if that's something you're interested in, again, make sure when you're comparing these different companies that you go with a company that has an easy, simple, clear path to getting funded. Make sure the rules make sense and check their reputation. Just like I showed you there. Go to Trustpilot, go to Google, go to YouTube, watch the videos yourself from other traders. Okay. Yeah, currently we are just a futures trading. Currently we only provide funding for futures. Some of you are asking, hey, in the future, later on we'd be able to do stocks, we'll be able to do this. We're looking into it, considering it. When you get into equity options or stocks, you got a whole other world of things to deal with, such as certain licensing, but also some of the day trading margin rules. Okay, so currently right now we just do futures. Okay, let me just take a quick look at a couple of these questions here. I think we kind of helped establish there what is trader funding. Let's see here. Apex has the fastest quality, fastest payout twice a month. Yep, we do pay out twice a month. Fewest rules. Yep, thank you, Lewis. Can I take 3 months to make 3,000? Yes, absolutely. You can take as long as you want or as long as you need to meet this profit goal. Okay. You just have to have at least traded for 7 days. Okay. Let's see here. Pete says, do we need to provide an invoice as self-employed? No, any payouts so the account, all the accounts are owned by Apex, right? It's our money, it's our account. Any payouts to the trader is paid out as 1099 income, okay? Let's see here. So somebody asks, what is the sweet spot in here? What is the best account? Okay, Marcus touched on this a little bit, comparing some of the profit goal requirements to the threshold, okay? Meaning, and we'll talk about the threshold, of, hey, to pass this, I have to make X amount without losing X amount, okay? So which account do you choose, right? That's part of your question, right? You've got 50K account, 100K account. I mean, on this 50K account, you can do 10 contracts. Up here on this 300K account, you can do 35 contracts. That's a big difference, right? And on the 300K account, though, you got to make $20,000 to pass. Up here, you only got to make $3,000 to pass. So that's a pretty big difference, right? But on this account, your max trailing loss is 2,500. Up here, it's 7,500, right? So it's as simple as this. And this is where so many people go wrong, okay? It's called the wrong tool for the wrong job, right? A Lamborghini's not doing me any good in 5 o'clock traffic in LA, is it? Can't build a house just with a screwdriver, right? Right tool for the right job. So, ooh, I got to make $20,000. I don't want that one. Ooh, this one is a lot cheaper. I just want that one. Do not choose an account because of the price, especially when I'm going to give you 80% off. Do not choose the account because, oh man, 50K, but ooh, that seems cool. 300K account, I want that. That seems cool. You don't pick an account on that. Okay, this one you only got to make $9,000. This one you got to make 20. Ooh, I want to do it quick. I want to pass quicker. I don't want this one. Who cares if it takes you a little extra time? The number that you need to worry about is this number right here. the trailing threshold, meaning that your maximum loss, okay? Your maximum loss. So anybody here a scalper? And when I say scalper, I'm like, you risk 20 ticks to make 20 ticks, like a scalper. If you're risking 20 ticks at a time, you're risking $100, and you've got a $2,500 drawdown, that'll get you through a lot of trades, won't it? Right? So if you're a scalper, your particular strategy or system doesn't have a huge loss per trade, then you might be okay with this account that allows a $1,500 trailing threshold, or this one with a $2,500. Does that make sense? And if you're a scalper doing small trades at a time, then you might not want to deal with an account that you've got to make 20 grand to pass it. That might not be the best fit, right? But what if your trading strategy is you like to focus on the high and low of the days, and you like to get in when, you know, when the market's way up here, and you want to put a stop loss way up there, and you want to be able to ride the trend, and you want to be able to ride the big day. And what can happen when you try to ride those big days? You can have the market come way back against you a lot, right? Everybody agree that can happen? If that's your trading strategy, where you need a big amount of room for market fluctuation, is this the account for you? Especially if you want to do multiple contracts? No, those probably aren't the right accounts for you. You probably want an account that's got a bigger trailing loss threshold. Does that make sense? So many people go for, oh, well, the 50K seems cool and it's cheaper, I'll just do that. But they have this crazy strategy and they want to use a lot of contracts on these strategies that need big stops. And then what do you think happens? They hit their drawdown, start over. They hit their drawdown, start over. They hit their drawdown, start over. Okay, does that make sense? That's how you choose the account. You don't choose it because of a number or price. You choose it based on what your strategy is. You have to choose the right tools for the right job. Make sense? Okay. And I know I'm running out of time here, so let me kind of move forward here. I'm going to try to get your questions answered, and I'm going to show you where to get them all answered from. Okay, so that's how it works. You pick the evaluation account that you want, you sign up, you immediately get your username and passwords sent to you. You can start trading right away. Everything's included there, all the data fees, everything. Okay, what platforms we work on? We work on a ton of different platforms. NinjaTrader is our preferred platform and the one we provide support on and provide a free license key for, but you can use this on multiple different platforms. Like I said, once you sign up, you can start trading. You have a minimum of 7 trading days. Doesn't have to be, you know, consecutive. You can take as long as you want. Once you hit your profit target, you've passed the evaluation, you move to the funded account, okay? Again, if you fail the evaluation, you can reset it. What are the payouts? We actually pay out 100% of the first $25,000 that's paid out to the trader. Then after that, we do a 90% split. 90% to the trader, 10% to us, okay? There's 2 payout times per month, and if you go to our website, because we got very limited time here, I want to show you a couple things. If you go to our website, and everything you could possibly want to know is in here, guys. Every question that you have. If you'll go to the site, check out these videos, but just go right here to this FAQ, okay? How do the payouts work? Literally type in payout, boom, how do the payouts work? I literally make a video for you right here, and I walk you through exactly how the payouts work. I have it written out as well, how the payouts work, the percentages, the days you request the payout, when they're paid out, exactly how to request a payout. Every single thing is in here. Minimum account, everything you could possibly want to know about how the payouts work is right there. Okay, it's all right here. Some of you are asking about, hey, what does this mean, this trailing threshold stop? How does that work? How does the trailing stop work? Right there. Type in trailing, pops up. How does trailing stop work? I literally go through it right here for you. And there's a video about it. Actually, there's more than one area. Right here, I walk through and I explain how the threshold works. I give you examples of how it works. I give you another example of how it works. And then I made a video about it. And in the video, I show you on a PowerPoint how it works. Then I do it again differently on a spreadsheet. Then I show you with live trading. It's very, very clear here exactly how the trailing stop works. You have our trader right in front of you that always shows you live to the minute, to the dollar, exactly where you are and how much room you have to your trailing stop. It's never a question. It's never hidden. It's never a mystery. It's right in front of you. Okay. Everything is right in front of you there. Very clear. Okay. Anything else you could possibly want to know is literally all right here in this FAQ. Okay. Anything from taxes to payouts to how the threshold works. Let's see here. Just looking at a couple of these quick questions here. With the multiple accounts, yes. So if you are on our website right here and you go right here to tools, okay, you click tools, very first thing right here is trade copier. Click it, you watch a quick video, it'll show you exactly how the trade copier works. Basically, let's say you have 10 different accounts, okay? All you have to do is have one chart up in front of you on one account, and you trade that account, and it copies what you trade on that account into your other 9 accounts. That's it. You're not jumping back and forth between 10 charts and 10 entries. And that is how you can use that to duplicate your efforts and to spread out your risk as well. Okay, so that is all right there. Again, guys, go through here, check this out, look over the different size evaluation accounts, compare the drawdown to your strategy to find out how much room you need to give yourself, okay? But everything is all on here. Everything you could possibly need to know. Like I said, we've got limited time here. I showed you right there where to find information about the drawdown. Talked a lot about how we're different. We have some of the highest payouts in the industry, the easiest rules in the industry. We allow multiple accounts, which a lot don't. You know, we provide the free NinjaTrader key. You can trade on holidays. What instruments can you trade? We've got all the different equity futures, the interest rate futures, energy, ags, and everything, okay? Multiple accounts, just showed you there where you can watch the video on the trade copier to learn how to trade multiple accounts and learn why you would want to, okay? So for today's special offer, I definitely appreciate you know, Rob and the guys having me on here today. I appreciate you guys being on here. I hope this was, you know, like I said, this wasn't meant to be a big long sales pitch for you. Wanted to make sure that you understand what trader funding is about and how it works. Each company has different rules, okay? So I just want to clarify that with you. Make sure and compare the rules. You know, a couple of Apex's rules. I appreciated everything that Marcus had to say earlier about Apex. I fully back him when it comes to him talking about risk management, taking it slower. Don't overtrade. Don't do too many contracts. That is the killer. That's what makes you hit your stop when you're in too deep. I back him 100% on that. okay? You also saw in Marcus's presentation that he talked about a few other trading companies that are out there, and he trades with different ones. We all have a little bit different rules. You know, for example, at Apex, we don't allow fully automated trading strategies, okay? Meaning we don't allow auto bots that just, you know, set and go and walk away. We don't mind if traders are using like semi-auto strategies, meaning they've got software that helps them enter trades quickly and look for trades, but we want our traders, they're trading our money, we want them there live in person managing those trades, managing the software they're using to help them enter those trades, seeing if it should be going long or should be going short. We do not allow fully automated strategies, okay? Other companies may or may not do that. We don't, just throwing that out there. The other thing that, you know, we don't allow, which some companies might, is, you know, something Marcus mentioned, even though I fully back him on his risk management, he was talking to you about, you know, as far as, oh, get 10 accounts and just go 5 long and 5 short. We don't allow that. We don't allow that at all. Because why? Well, a couple things. For one, is that really showing us disciplined, consistent strategy? Or is that, could be right, could be wrong, right? Or let me ask you this, back to my example. You got 100 grand in your bank account. You're gonna give it to a trader. Trader says, hey, can we split that up into 10 accounts? Sure. And what do they do on day one? Half long, half short. What does that mean? That means they're purposely, willingly, intentionally planning to what? Lose half your money. That's not what we're looking for. I don't think you would either, right? So just keep that in mind. But special offer, appreciate you guys being here today. Go to our website, choose your valuation account and sign up. And during checkout, there is a section for a coupon code. Use coupon code CORNER80. That will give you 80% off of your first month and any recurring months, okay? If you need it longer than a month, no problem. Guys, again, what does that mean? On that $50,000 evaluation account, it's like 34 bucks. Try it out, okay? So this is just for you guys here on the webinar. Coupon code CORNER80 for 80% off. And we just finished up a big sale at Apex, so you guys are the only ones around here getting this 80% off. You use it for up to 10 accounts, and I'll leave the coupon at 80% off. It'll be good now until Monday, April 3rd at 11:59 p.m. So take advantage of that. Hop on and use that. Guys, hop on over to the website, check out the videos, go into the FAQ. Any question you would have is answered in there. If there's any questions that aren't, feel free to go to the top, submit a help desk ticket. We're more than happy to answer any questions that we can. I'm sorry we couldn't get to more here. We had limited time. There's so many things we could have kept going over and over. You know, I hope this helped you understand a little more what trader funding's about, what you want to look for, what you want and don't want. So guys, thank you so much for the time. Sorry about the screen issues here. Thank you for having me. Rob, guys, Traders Corner, Marie, thank you everyone for having me on here again.
John, thank you for being here. Apologize about the screen issue, but I think we worked through it pretty well. We love having you on Traders Corner. John, you'd be amazed at how many of our members have joined Apex and went on to trade funded accounts with your simple one-step evaluation process. It's absolutely turned their trading results around completely. It proves that there's a psychological difference when our own money's not at risk, and it releases all of those bad trading habits and allows us to enjoy trading and get the results we always knew we could achieve. I also want to thank you on behalf of the trading community for providing a pathway for so many traders who couldn't otherwise afford to trade without someone else's funding. We've had so many requests to have you on the show. We love having you on it. We hope you come back and see us again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Skelton of Apex Trader Funding. We love him.
Too kind. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great one and happy trading.
Hey, have a great end of your week and a great everything too, sir.
Thank you.